The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you by the Kraft Foods Company, makers of Miracle Whip, the salad dressing that's so delicious it's America's favorite. Outsells the next 20 leading brands of salad dressing combined. Miracle Whip has a wonderful, lively, teasing flavor, and yet it's not a bit too sharp. It's a flavor most folks call just exactly right. Make your salads taste better than ever with America's favorite salad dressing, delicious Miracle Whip. Last week, the great Gildersleeve's niece, Marjorie, became the mother of twins. Yep, a boy and a girl. Of course, Marjorie and the twins are still in the hospital, but Leroy, Bertie, and the proud water commissioner are happily discussing the wonderful new family.
Yeah, I can't get over it, Bertie. Twins.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can't wait for them to come home. They'll do a lot for this house.
They've done a lot for me already.
Yeah, what's this, Leroy?
I've been elected president of my class.
You have?
Ain't that nice?
Yeah. The kids all look up to me because I'm the uncle of twins. No other kid in school can make that statement.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if they've grown any since I saw them this afternoon.
We'll know when Mr. Bronco gets home from the hospital. He'd measure him if they'd let him get behind that glass.
They sure are particular with them. What's the use of having babies if you can't play with them?
Well, you don't play with them right away, my boy. First couple of weeks, you just look at them.
They sure are cute. The minute the nurse held them up for me to look at, I said to myself, now there's something cute.
Yeah, I agree, Bertie.
The little girl looks just like Miss Marjorie.
Well, more like Marjorie's mother, I think.
Yeah? I think she looks like me. As an infant, of course.
Well...
And that little boy, Mr. Gildersleeve, he favors your side of the family, too.
You think so?
Yes, sir. When I look at that little boy, I can just see you.
Yeah, thank you, Bertie. Right, George, I'm going to have a photographer over the minute they can stand the lights. Bertie.
Yes, sir?
What is there about the little boy that reminds you of me?
Well, for one thing, he's got your nose.
I think his nose is more like mine.
Leroy, both babies can't look like you.
Why not? They're twins.
But the boy resembles me. Bertie isn't the first one who noticed it. I noticed it myself.
I know how we can settle it, Unc. When the baby comes home, I'll paint a mustache on him to see if he looks like you.
Leroy, you will not.
Only kidding.
That boy.
Well, Bronco's home.
Oh, hello, folks.
Hi.
Hello, Bronco. How'd you leave Marjorie and the babies?
Oh, they're just fine, Mr. Gildersleeve. What a family.
Yeah, we were just talking about them.
Mr. Bronco, how are you and Miss Marjorie coming on with the names for the babies?
Well, the twins threw us a curve, Bertie. Right now, it's all up in the air.
Yeah, we ought to get that settled right away, Bronco.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Gildersleeve, we've even looked through the telephone book. Do you have any suggestions?
Boy, is he leaving himself wide open.
Well, Bronco, you understand this is just a suggestion.
Oh, sure.
Since almost everybody thinks the twins look like my side of the family, it wouldn't be a bad idea to give both the boy and girl Gildersleeve names.
Oh?
You mean like Gildersleeve and Gildersleevette? Oh, brother.
No, Leroy, I mean first names.
Oh. Well, then how about naming one of them Leroy?
Are you serious, Leroy?
Sure.
No, Leroy, why don't you run up to bed? I'll handle this. If Bronco's really open to suggestions.
Oh, yes. Oh, we haven't decided anything, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Well, don't you worry about it, Bronco. I'll go see Judge Hooker first thing in the morning and check through some names.
Judge Hooker?
The judge has the family tree under lock and key.
What's the matter? Are we ashamed of it?
Leroy, up to bed. You're right, George. I like good old family names. Yeah, I'll get Judge Hooker to look through the records. He knows more about the family than anybody, being Marjorie's godfather. Yeah, I hope he's in.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Everything's going my way.
Yeah, he's in. Good morning, Horace.
Oh, and a beautiful day to you, Gildy. What brings you to my legal lair this fine morning?
Judge, I want you to get out our family tree.
Why, Gildy? Can't you remember which branch you're swinging from?
Yeah, all right, Horace, all right. I'm looking for suitable family names for Marjorie's twins.
A splendid idea. I have all the family records in the safe. Now, let me see if I can remember the combination.
Yeah, don't you have it written down someplace?
No. I have a way of remembering. I start turning left. 1 for the money. 9 for the show. 6 to make ready. Then open the door.
Oh, my goodness. Sounds like inner sanctum.
Let me see now. I should be able to put my hand right on it.
What a safe. I wouldn't put my hand in there for love nor money. Judge, why do you have a shoebox in your safe?
That contains my fig bar coupons from the health store, Gildy.
Oh?
500 more and I get a folding card table.
Wee, hush, that's a lot of figs, Judge.
Yeah, but I like 'em. Those documents are here someplace.
Oop, what jumped out? A mouse?
No, Gildy, no. That's my curl. They were cut off when I was 7.
An old goat with mouse-colored curls.
Here we are, Gildy. 7 generations of names for you to pick from.
Well, thank you, Judge. I want to take this along to Marjorie at the hospital. We'll find a couple of suitable names for the twins.
You mean you're naming both of them for your side of the family, Gildy?
Why not, Judge?
What about the father's family, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson?
Well, Mr. Thompson's so absent-minded he can't remember his own name. He won't care if I pick them.
I see. What about Mrs. Thompson?
Mrs. Thompson?
If I know Mrs. Thompson, Gildy, she won't stand idly by while you name her grandchildren.
Well, that's right, Judge, but before she knows what's going on, Margie and I'll pick out 2 fine names.
Well, it could be easier said than done, Gildy.
Yeah, you just leave it to me, Judge. You just lock your safe before somebody steals your curl. George, this is a fine maternity ward. Nice and sunny. Hello, Miss Faulkner. All the nurses know me now. It's 302. This is Marjorie's room. Glad I thought to bring those snapdragons. Marjorie, it's your old uncle.
Oh, come in, Uncle Mort.
Yeah, thank you. Well, sitting up. You look lovely, my dear.
Oh, I feel wonderful. I'm so anxious to take the babies home.
Well, we're anxious to have you home. How are the twins?
Oh, they're fine.
Great. Oh, almost forgot. Snapdragons.
Oh, thank you, Unky. They're lovely.
Do you have a little vase I can put them in?
Well, I'll have the nurse attend to it later. Just put them over there with the others.
The others?
Mrs. Thompson brought the basket of American beauties.
She did? Eep. I'd better work fast. Marjorie.
Yes, Unky?
I thought we might decide on names for the babies this morning.
Oh, that's a coincidence. Mrs. Thompson had the same idea.
Yo.
She and Mr. Thompson just left.
I hope she didn't talk you into anything, Marjorie. You know how Bronco's mother is. She wants to run the whole show.
Oh, now, Unky, I thought you and Mother Thompson would get along better after the stork came.
It'll take more than a stork to make me get along with an old crow.
She's a very nice woman.
Sure. If you don't let her tell you what to name the babies. I'm closer to you than she is, but I wouldn't try to influence you. And by the way, I brought you the Gildersleeve family tree.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Mort. Put it on the table with the other one.
The other one?
Oh, Mrs. Thompson brought hers when she brought the roses.
Oh, my goodness. Pushy in-laws.
Now, Unky.
Well, Marjorie, if I see Mrs. Thompson, I'm afraid I'll have to be firm about this. The twins resemble our side of the family, and they should have our names.
Well, let's not make it a problem.
Oh, no, I won't. Yeah, I'd never go down and see the twins. Their little Gildersleeve faces might suggest names to me.
Goodbye.
Ta-ta, my dear. Gildersleeve, you're smooth. You've got Marjorie and Bronco on your side. Now your only obstacle is Mrs. Thompson. Oop, there she is. She and her foggy husband. Better sneak back around the corner before they see me. You made it.
Mr. Gildersleeve?
Trapped. Hello, Mrs. Thompson.
Were you sneaking around the corner, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Well, tiptoeing. You're supposed to be quiet in the hospital, you know. Hello, Mr. Thompson.
Hello. Who is this fellow, Martha?
Why, Edward, it's Mr. Gildersleeve, Marjorie's uncle.
Oh, I remember now.
What a memory.
Gildersleeve, how is Marjorie?
Edward, we just left Marjorie. She's fine.
Oh, yes. Gildersleeve, Marjorie's going to have a baby.
Good heavens.
Mr. Thompson, in case you haven't heard.
We're waiting to see some babies now. They hold them up on the other side of this glass.
Yeah, I know, Mr. Thompson.
Oh, here comes the nurse with the babies now.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the little darlings. Oh, aren't they cunning?
Cute.
Two of them. Say, I wonder if they're twins.
Edward, they're Marjorie's and Bronco's twins.
Already? Things happen fast, don't they? Only a moment ago we saw Marjorie up on the third floor.
Quiet, Edward.
Oh, yes, baby.
Look at the little rascals. Kicking at the blankets.
Hello, children. Kitty, kitty, coo. Kitty, 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 coo. Kitty, coo.
Please, Mrs. Thompson, you're going to make them cry. The one that looks like me is clouding up.
Mr. Gildersleeve, I don't see how you can possibly say one of these adorable children looks like you.
For your information, Mrs. Thompson, everyone says both babies resemble our side of the family.
Mr. Gildersleeve, how ridiculous can you be? Why, this little girl is the image of me and should be named Martha.
Please, that's the little boy. And he looks like me.
Well, that's strange. They're our grandchildren, Gildersleeve.
Well, they're mine, too. And they're going to have Gildersleeve names.
Well, we'll see about that.
Where do we go to see about it?
This is going to be harder than I thought.
The Great Gildersleeve returns in a moment. Now, I don't have to tell you homemakers how hard it is to come by an idea for a luncheon main dish that's easy, delicious, and different. So I think you'll be interested in this idea for wonderful crab meat rolls. All you do is mix crab meat, diced celery, and chopped hard-cooked eggs together with Miracle Whip salad dressing. Then just cut slices from the tops of the hard rolls, scoop out part of the centers, and stuff those crispy rolls with your delicious crab meat salad. They're wonderful. And just the thing for those party lunches you have to plan now and then. And so they'll be at their delicious best. Be sure you make them with Miracle Whip salad dressing. Miracle Whip has a flavor that's neither too sharp nor too mild. It's a grand, peppy flavor that millions of folks call just exactly right. And it's a truly different flavor because Miracle Whip is actually a different kind of salad dressing. It's made from a secret craft recipe that combines the best qualities of old-fashioned boiled dressing and fine mayonnaise. And delicious Miracle Whip is mixed a special craft way, so it's smooth as smooth can be. No wonder Miracle Whip is America's favorite salad dressing. Enjoy it on your salads, whether they're meat or fish combinations, colorful vegetable salads, or shimmering gelatin molds. You'll enjoy your salads more with the one and only Miracle Whip. Well, let's get back to the Great Gildersleeve. He's having a little trouble getting Marjorie's twins named after his side of the family. Bronco's mother, Mrs. Thompson, has some pretty definite ideas on the subject, too. And when an irresistible force like the water commissioner meets an immovable object like Mrs. Thompson, something has to give.
Right, George, I won't give an inch. Hello, Peavy.
Well, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you today?
I don't know.
Coke? Cigars?
Peavy, I'm so hot under the collar I don't need cigars to smoke.
Don't you?
Having trouble with Marjorie's in-laws, Peavy.
That's new?
Well, it's a new kind of trouble. Mrs. Thompson is trying to tell me what to name Marjorie's baby.
I'll bet you're not going to let her get away with that.
Not if I can help it. She's used to having her way. What do you think I should do, Peavy?
Well, you're the water commissioner. You can turn off her water.
No, Peavy. I guess I'll just have to battle it out with her.
Mr. Gildersleeve, there's an old saying, nothing attracts bees like a little honey.
Peavy, I'm not attracting bees. I'm arguing nose to nose with a hornet.
Well, it even pays to be nice to a hornet. I recall a disagreement Mrs. Peavy and I had about naming a baby.
Yo?
Mrs. Peavy's sister's child. I wanted to call the lad Quincy. It's my middle name.
I always wondered what the Q stood for.
Yeah, that's it, Quincy. Mrs. Peavy, on the other hand, wanted to name the boy after her great-grandfather.
What was his name, Peavy?
Lute.
Lute?
So I made quite a point of catering to Mrs. Peavy to get my way, and she was so impressed she insisted we name the boy Quincy. That's my middle name.
Yeah, I know, Peavy.
Mr. Gildersleeve, I have an idea for you.
You about a name?
Our family never did use Lute. And you have twins, you could call the boy Lute and the girl Flute.
Peavy, you're not serious.
Well, they're musical names.
Peavy, that's the silliest suggestion I ever heard.
Well, you don't have to take it. I guess you'd like to name the boy Throckmorton.
Well, they could do worse. Peavy.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, my goodness. Peavy's a pretty shrewd campaigner. Yeah, I think I'll take his advice and play up to Mrs. Thompson. I might even invite her over for dinner.
Hi, Unc.
Hello, Leroy.
Want to pass the football?
No, not now, my boy. I want to phone Mrs. Thompson.
You want to phone Mrs. Thompson?
Of course, Leroy. I want her to come to dinner.
You want her to come to dinner?
Yes. It's been much too long since Mr. and Mrs. Thompson have been to our house for a pleasant evening.
That's a pleasant evening.
Leroy, go outside and kick your football.
I want to hear you invite Mrs. Thompson.
Leroy.
I'm going. What a character.
And a shrewd character, too. I'll get her over here, hand out a little fried chicken and flattery, and win her over. You've got to know how to handle women.
Mother, there's the phone. Shall I take it?
No, I think I'd better, Edward. Hello?
Mrs. Thompson, this is Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve.
Oh.
Since I saw you this morning, I've been thinking.
And so have I.
I want to invite you and Mr. Thompson over for dinner tomorrow evening. Fried chicken.
Why, I don't know what to say, Mr. Gildersleeve. This is very nice of you.
Yeah, glad you think so. May we expect you? Say around 7-ish? Or 7-ish 30?
Well, I suppose you may. Yes, you may.
Yeah, good.
Thank you for the invitation, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Thank you for coming, Mrs. Thompson. Ta-ta!
Goodbye.
Who was it, Mother?
Mr. Gildersleeve. You remember him. He's Marjorie's uncle.
Oh, of course. She's the one who's married to our son, Bronco.
Yes. Mr. Gildersleeve wants us to come to dinner tomorrow night, and I want to go.
You want to go?
Yes, Edward. And I think the new twins will be given names from our side of the family.
Martha, at times I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, Mr. Gildersleeve is such an egotistical man. I think a little flattery will win him over.
I thought we were going over there.
We are. Yes. Yes, tomorrow night. And I'll set a trap for that big water buffalo.
Trap a buffalo? But, Martha, I thought we were going to Gildersleeve's for dinner.
Oh, good heavens.
The table looks nice tonight, Bertie.
Thank you, sir.
How's the chicken coming?
Okay. I put the wings and necks back in the refrigerator like you said.
Yeah, good.
We're serving the Thompsons nothing but the choice pieces.
Yeah, that's the idea, Bertie.
Mr. Gildersleeve, why are the Thompsons getting all the choice pieces?
Well, I've decided we ought to be more congenial now that the twins are here.
Yes, sir.
And they still haven't been named, you know.
No, sir.
After a good dinner, when we're all contented and happy, we may get around to choosing names.
Yes, sir. Pretty hard to bite the hand that just fed you.
No, Bertie, I'm not trying to influence anybody unduly.
No, sir.
It's not up to me to name Marjorie's twins.
No, sir.
It isn't up to Mrs. Thompson either.
No, sir.
Of course, I have ideas about it.
Yes, sir.
And so does Mrs. Thompson.
Yes, sir.
So, we'll see if we can't get together after dinner.
Yes, sir. And it's pretty hard to bite the hand that just fed you.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I wonder if Mrs. Thompson is as smart as Bertie.
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Good evening, Bronco.
What's in the box on the piano?
Oh, that's a corsage. I thought I'd pin it on your mother when she comes over.
You bought a corsage for Mother?
Uh-huh.
Mr. Gildersleeve, do you feel all right?
Never better. Bronco, after dinner, do you think we could ask your mother to play the piano and sing?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I want Mrs. Thompson to enjoy the evening. Mr. Thompson, too. Oh, there they are. Better slip on my coat and welcome them. Hey, where's Leroy?
He's up putting on a tie like you told him.
Oh, yes. Coming!
Good evening, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, come right in.
Hello, Gildersleeve.
Bronco, your parents are here.
Oh, hello, Mother. Dad.
Hello.
Here,
Bronco.
Mother,
How
let me
are
take
you?
your coat.
No, Bronco, you take your father's coat. I'll help Mrs. Thompson out of hers.
Well, thank you, Mr. Gildersleeve. You're always such a gentleman.
Yeah, thank you. And I have something here for a very lovely lady.
Oh, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yep, a corsage.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Well, beauty deserves the beautiful, I always say.
Oh, Mr. Gildersleeve.
I'm in.
Oh, I have something for you, too.
Oh?
Edward, give dear Mr. Gildersleeve my cigars.
Oh, yes. Gildersleeve, a box of cigars. Smokes for the smoker.
Thank you. I wonder if they're loaded.
Well, let's everybody sit down.
Yes, Mother Thompson. You sit here with me.
Thank you.
Well, it certainly is nice to see the two families together.
Yes, isn't it? When are we going to argue about naming the baby?
Please, Mr. Thompson. I didn't think we discussed that until after we'd eaten some chicken. Yeah, I mean...
Well, after all, there isn't much to talk about.
There isn't?
Gildersleeve, Martha says it's decided.
No, wait a minute. I have something to say about this.
But Gildersleeve, Martha gave you cigars.
Well, I gave her a corsage.
Mr. Gildersleeve, if you're trying to bribe me, you can have the corsage back.
Bribe you? Me? No, Mrs. Thompson. You didn't bring me a box of cigars because you're fond of me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you're just trying to get me to let you name the twins, that's all.
I thought we weren't going to talk about names until after chicken.
Edward, you stay out of this.
Yes, Martha.
Now, wait a minute, Mother.
You stay out of it too, Bronco. Now, you listen to me, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yeah, I had the floor, Mrs. Thompson.
I will not stay out of it.
Bronco.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I've stood by as long as I can. Whose twins are these, anyway?
Whose twins? Well...
Marge and I know you both mean well, and we've looked over both family trees.
Oh, what did you think of them?
Some very funny names. Now Marge and I are taking over. We've given a lot of thought to naming our babies, and we've got news for you.
You have?
What are you going to name them, Bronco?
We don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
But we'll make the final decisions, and thank you very much.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right, Bronco.
Yes, perhaps we were meddling, son.
My arm, Mrs. Thompson.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yes, let's eat chicken. Then we can argue about naming the baby.
We will not.
The Great Gildersleeve will be right back. You good cooks know that tomatoes stuffed with chicken salad is probably not a new idea, but it's still a good one. And if you want to make it extra good, just make your chicken salad with Miracle Whip salad dressing, because Miracle Whip has such a wonderful flavor, lively and teasing, peppy, and yet not a bit too sharp. It's a flavor that's just exactly right. And it's a different flavor, one you won't find in any other salad dressing. Get a jar tomorrow and make your salads taste extra delicious with the one and only Miracle Whip.
And this is Gildersleeve again, folks. We're having a dickens of a time naming those twins, aren't we? But I have an idea. A real good one. You'll hear all about it next week. And now, before we go, I'd like to take just a moment to remind you that next week is National 4-H Club Week. Last year, nearly 2 million young people all over America participated in 4-H Club work. And you know what they did? Well, just listen to this. 4-H Club members last year raised 100,000 acres of garden products. And that's a lot of vegetables. You know how many head of livestock they raised? 1 million. They put up frozen food, too, 3 million pounds of it. And that's only the beginning. You know, I tell you, 4-H Club work isn't all turnips and beans. No, sir. These young people are learning to take their places as capable citizens in the homes, the communities, and the world of tomorrow. By George, let's all get behind the 4-H clubs and keep them growing. Good night, folks.
The Great Gildersleeve is played by Willard Waterman. The show is written by Paul West, John Elliott, and Andy White, with music by Robert Armbruster. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Mary Lee Robb, Lillian Randolph, Dick Crenna, Herb Butterfield, Isabel Randolph, Earl Ross, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Heaston saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of those famous Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday. The Great Gildersleeve will have great news for you.
Here's a thrifty secret for making economy meals come to life. Next time you serve cold meat, sandwiches, or leftovers, don't forget the mustard. For when you add a little mustard, you add a lot of tang. Every bite tastes better. And the mustard to add is Kraft's prepared mustard. There are two kinds, you know. Kraft salad mustard, mild and delicately spiced, and Kraft mustard with snappy horseradish added. Have both on hand for different tastes, different uses. And remember, when you add a little mustard, you add a lot of tang. Get Kraft's prepared mustard.
Hear the Falcon every Sunday over this station. Check your newspaper for time of broadcast and listen next Sunday as the Falcon solves the case of the gangster's girl.
You bet your life it's Groucho Marx. Hear him on NBC.
The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. Gildersleeve is brought to you each week by the Kraft Foods Company. Here's great news. Tonight, Parquet Margarine is announcing a sensational new $83,500 prize contest. 1,170 separate prizes, including 20 brand new 1951 Ford Victorias. Fun to enter. Anyone may win. Full details in a few minutes. Have paper and pencil ready. Parquet, you know, is the margarine that tastes so good because it's always fresh. Wonderful as a spread, a seasoning, or shortening. That's Parkay, Parquet Margarine made by Kraft. Get some tomorrow. Well, the temperature got down to 0 in Summerfield last night. And this morning, as the first rays of the frosty dawn creep into his room, the great Gildersleeve stirs in his bed, pulls the blankets closer around his ears, and cautiously opens one eye.
What is this? You, what time is it? 7:15. I can sleep for another 15 minutes. Who's calling at this time of the morning? Well, I'm not going to answer it. I'm sleeping.
Telephone's ringing!
That Bronco, as if I didn't know.
Telephone, Bertie! Is that the telephone?
Yo, for heaven's sake.
What meeting is it, Bertie?
I got it!
What a family. Yeah, I'll be glad when Margie's home from the hospital with the twins. And they'll have to be quiet. Yeah, I guess it was the wrong number. You peace at last. Hey, let's go at it.
That's no news.
Leroy, I was sound asleep.
I got news, Unc. That was my teacher on the phone. No school today.
What's this?
No school. The pipes are frozen.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that keen?
Yes. Now run along like a good boy and let me finish my nap. 10 minutes left. Well, it's better than nothing.
Unc,
Huh? What?
can I go to the office with you today?
Yes, I suppose.
Oh, boy.
Now run along.
Okay.
You
You go ahead and sleep.
Thank you.
I won't let anybody disturb you.
You're a good boy.
Hey, Bertie, I'm going to the office with Unc.
Leofer! Leroy! What's that?
What do you want, Unc?
You answered the phone.
That's your alarm clock. I got it. Time to get up.
Time to get up. You great Scott, this is like living in a belfry. Answer that alarm clock.
That's the telephone.
We'll shut it off.
Telephone!
Gee, what a noisy family.
Look who's talking.
Miss Bronco, it's for you.
I'm in the shower. Tell him I'll call him back.
It ain't a he, it's a she. And she says she'll talk to you, Miss Gildersleeve.
She? For me? Be right there. Here, give me my rope. You one side, Leroy.
What a character.
What girl do I know who'd be calling Bronco?
Here you are, Miss Gildersleeve.
Yeah, thank you, Bertie. Hello?
Hello, Unky.
Oh, Marjorie, it's you.
Well, certainly. What's the matter, Uncle Mort? Did I wake you up?
Me? No, of course not. Why are you awake so early in the hospital?
Awake? I finished breakfast an hour ago. I have wonderful news, Unky.
News?
Dr. Evans and Dr. Charles were in this morning, and I can come home today.
Today?
And bring the twins.
Really?
What is it, Unc? What happened?
Marjorie's coming home today.
Miss Margie's coming home.
Yeah, today, Bertie, you're bringing the twins.
I knew it. Today's the day.
Yeah, but Unc.
Hello, Marjorie.
Hello, Unky. Tell Bronco I'll be ready at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. I'll be there, my dear. Don't you worry about a thing.
And maybe Bertie would come along. she can hold one of the babies on the way home.
Yeah, I'll bring Bertie. Just leave everything to your old uncle. Right, George, it's going to be good to have you home.
Thanks, Unky. You'll tell Bronco, won't you?
You bet. See you at 11 o'clock.
Bye, Unky.
Bye-bye. Bertie, throw the breakfast on the table fast. You and I have to be at the hospital at 11 o'clock.
Yes, sir. You just watch Bertie. She's going to make them victuals fly.
Hey, but Unc.
You, Leroy, don't stand there. Get a move on. This is the big day. We've got to hurry.
Yeah, but...
Bronco! Oh, Bronco!
Yes?
That was Marjorie on the phone. We're bringing her home today.
Marge is coming home? Oh, my wife coming home with the babies. What'll I do? I better get dressed. Where are my clothes? Tell her I'll call her right back.
But Bronco, she's all ready. Yeah, what's the difference? The way he's going, he won't even find his clothes.
Unc.
Leroy, what is it?
You promised I could go to the office with you today.
Yes, but Leroy, I'm not going to the office. I have to go to the hospital and bring Marjorie and the babies home.
Why can't she come home on the bus?
But... You don't realize, my boy, how important this is. Your sister and those babies are a precious cargo. We haven't been able to do much up to now, but by George, this is where we take over.
But why does she have to come home today?
Well, because we want her to come home today.
You said we could go to the office.
Well, we'll go to the office some other day.
I'll have to go to school on another day. Those pipes will thaw out by tomorrow.
Yofer. Leroy, stop thinking about yourself and start thinking about somebody else. Think about Marjorie. Yeah, this is no time to be selfish. We all have to pitch in and help. You too.
You mean I can help?
Sure you can. There's a lot of things to do. More than I can handle.
Well, gee, let's get going. What do I do first?
Yeah, first go upstairs and get out of that bathrobe. Put your clothes on.
Yes, sir.
Gildersleeve, you're a natural-born executive. You sure know how to make things hum. On the ball every second. Yes, sir. You get a mind like a steel trap.
It's Gildersleeve, Pepper!
Yeah, coming, Bertie.
Hey, Unc, you going to eat in your bathrobe?
The bathroom. Oop, where are my clothes? Let's see now, Bertie. We only have a couple of hours. A lot of things to do before we bring Marjorie home.
Well, I got Miss Marjorie's clothes all packed in a suitcase, the one she's going to wear home.
Yeah, good, Bertie, good.
And I can just see myself sitting in that car holding one of them babies. I'm going to be nervous like an old mother hen.
Well, you won't have to worry, Bertie. Not with me driving.
Oh, you driving Miss Marjorie home?
You, absolutely, Bertie. I've been waiting a long time, looking forward to the day I'd pull into the driveway with Marjorie and her babies. Yes, sir.
I'm finished with breakfast, Unc. Where do I start? What can I do?
Well, somebody's got to set those two little beds up for the baby.
Yeah, Keen. Where's the screwdriver and the pliers? I'll set up the beds.
No, you better let me do that, Leroy.
Huh?
Yeah, that's kind of a tricky job.
Oh, Unc.
No, my boy, we wouldn't want the beds to fall down. Roll the little tykes out on the floor.
I know how to put beds together. Mine falls apart all the time.
There's a lot of other things to do, Leroy.
Oh, certainly, plenty of things. You let me take care of the beds.
We're going to need 2 hot water bottles, one for each of the twins.
Now, I'll get the hot water bottles.
Now, wait a minute, Leroy.
There's only one of them hot water bottles around here. I can't find the other one.
I know where it is. Down in the basement with my tent.
With your tent?
Yeah, I was using it for a canteen.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we can't use that one. We'll have to go over to Judge Hooker's and borrow his.
Okay, I'll go over to Judge Hooker's.
Now, Leroy, we haven't much time. I'll take care of the hot water bottles.
But you said I could do something.
Well, you can. There's lots of things to do.
We need some things from the drugstore. Cotton and baby lotion.
Well, give me some money. I can go down to Mr. Peavy's.
Oh, Leroy, why do you insist on doing all the difficult things? You probably forget half the things you went for.
I'll write them down.
Well, there's no need for you to go. I'll stop in at Peavy's on my way back from Judge Hooker's.
Holy cow, Unc, you're doing everything. You're not letting anybody else have any fun.
Now, Leroy, that's the wrong attitude. Isn't it a question of having fun? We're all doing this for Marjorie and the babies. We simply want the most capable person to do the job. That's all.
Okay. At least I get to ride in the car with you when you bring Marge home.
Yeah, but there won't be room for you.
You mean I can't even ride with you?
Leroy, this isn't a picnic.
But you get to go.
And I'm only going because I have to. It's my duty. Yeah, all I want is to see Marjorie and the babies brought safely home. It doesn't matter to me who goes.
You can say that. You're going.
Leroy, listen. Think how much fun it'll be to stay here and welcome Marjorie and the babies when they come in the door.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Gildersleeve. Well, I just talked to Marge. Everything's all set.
You all set?
Yes, sir. Mr. Bullard is letting me use his Cadillac, and I'm picking Marge up at the hospital at 11 o'clock.
You use your Cadillac? You're picking her up?
That's right. We'll make a little bed in the back seat for Marge and one of the babies, and Bertie can sit with me in the front seat and hold the other one. Good arrangement, don't you think?
Well, the fact is, Bronco, I sort of planned on going myself.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Gildersleeve, but I'm afraid there won't be room for you.
You won't be room, huh?
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Gildersleeve.
No.
Ah, think how much fun it'll be to stay here and welcome Marge and the babies when they come in the door.
Leroy!
The great Gildersleeve will be right back. In just a few minutes, full details of Parquet Margarine's easy-to-enter, great $83,000 prize contest. Get paper and pencil now. Don't miss a word that may help you win one of those big, big prizes. Well, the great Gildersleeve had it all planned that he would drive to the hospital this morning to pick up Marjorie and the new twins. But it seems Marjorie's husband, Bronco, had the same idea, so there wasn't much the water commissioner could do.
You pushy kid who wants to do everything himself. Listen to him, showing off, honking, just because he borrowed Bullard's fancy car.
Tell Mr. Bronco I'll be right there, Miss Gildersleeve.
You're all right, Bertie. Messenger boy. That's all I am around here. Bertie will be right out, Bronco.
Thanks, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Sure. There's plenty of room in that car. I could have sat in there someplace. Darn kid is just trying to hog the whole thing for himself, that's all.
Sure wish you could go along, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Oh, no, I don't mind. I had a lot of things to do anyway. He knows darn well I wouldn't go. The only reason he said that. Sometimes I think that boy is a little crooked.
If you planned on going, Mr. Gildersleeve, I'll stay here.
Oh, no, I wouldn't think of it, Bronco. You go ahead. He's smooth.
Well, here we go, Mr. Gildersleeve. We're going to get the babies.
Well, have a good trip.
Yes, sir, we're going to get the babies.
We'll be waiting for you.
See you later, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Ta-ta! Look at him, showing off his big fat hydromatic. Well, Gildersleeve, go in the house. You're collecting icicles. Yeah, I've got a good mind not even to be here when they come home. If they don't need me, why should I hang around? They think they can get along without me, just let them try. They'll be plenty sorry. Oop. What are you doing, Leroy?
I'm packing up some stuff.
You what for?
Moving down in the cellar.
In the cellar?
Sure. I'm just an old shoe around here, so I'm going down with the other old shoes.
Now, Leroy, you mustn't feel that way.
Nobody needs me for nothing.
Yeah, that's not true, my boy. We're all needed. Every one of us. If we just make ourselves needed, we have to look for ways to help other people.
I'm moving down in the cellar. When they bring those babies home, I don't even want to see them.
Yeah, all right. You go down in the cellar. Hope you find a comfortable spot.
Okay.
Let us hear from you now and then. Boy's nose is out of joint. He's jealous of the babies. Thinks he isn't needed. Well, he'll come around. Right, George, I feel better myself, though. Why should I get steamed up just because Bronco wanted to drive Marjorie home from the hospital? There's lots more important things to do than that. Say, I'll bet Bronco went off and forgot all about the really important things. The hot water bottle from the judge. The list of things from the drugstore. That's just like a kid. Get going, Gildersleeve. I'd like to know what they do without you around here. Come on, Judge. The old goat probably got his jumper caught in his rowing machine.
Well, Gildy.
Hello, Judge.
Come in, old friend.
Yeah, thank you.
What brings you out this fine, nippy morning, Gildy?
I'm busy as a bird dog, Judge. Marjorie's coming home from the hospital this morning.
Yes, so I hear. At last you'll have all your lovely little family together under one roof.
Well, it's going to be fine having Marjorie and the babies home, but they're sure keeping me on the run.
Those adorable babies. I went to the hospital yesterday to see them, Gildy.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was during visiting hours. The nurse was holding the babies up one by one for the parents to see. Through the glass, you know.
Yes, Judge. I've been there every day for the past 2 weeks.
There must have been 4 or 5 proud fathers viewing their offspring. And me, of course.
Yeah. Well,
And
Judge...
when the nurse held up Marjorie's twins for me to look at, she smiled so prettily, and I nodded.
Oh, my goodness.
All the other fathers looked at me as much as to say, "Are those yours?"
Gopher.
And I didn't say no.
Judge!
I simply couldn't resist, Gildy. What a glorious feeling it must be for Bronco to be the father of 2 such fine children.
Yeah, we agree on that, Judge. But Bronco's still just a boy, an irresponsible kid. He forgot all the important things. It's just a good thing I was around, that's all.
What did you forget, Gildy?
Yeah, that's why I came over, Judge. They need an extra hot water bottle when they bring the twins home. He went off and forgot all about it.
No, he didn't.
What?
He stopped by here on his way to the hospital and he picked it up.
He did?
Yes, indeed. What else did he forget?
Well, plenty of things. Yeah, there's a list of things a mile long they need from the drugstore. It is up to me to go get them. Irresponsible kids. Yeah, I'll see you later, Judge. I have to rush over to Peavy.
Maybe I can help, Gildy.
No, thank you, Judge. I can handle it. Darn Bronco wants to do everything. Couldn't even let somebody else get the hot water bottle. Yeah, by George, I'll get the stuff from Peavy's. I'll show him he isn't the only one in the family that means anything. Hello, Peavy.
Oh, Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you this morning?
Oh, I need a lot of things, Peavy. Marjorie's bringing the twins home this morning.
I'll bet there's a lot of excitement around your house.
Yeah, Bronco was running around in circles. Yeah, I had to stay home from the office to keep things under control.
You don't say.
Yes, sir. You get your pencil sharpened up, Peavy. I've got a big order.
Very well.
2 boxes of cotton, 3 packages of safety pins.
Mr. Gildersleeve.
You write these down, Peavy.
Cotton, safety pins.
2 bottles of baby lotion, 1 for the boy and 1 for the girl.
Mr. Gildersleeve.
Talcum powder, a lilac fragrance.
Are you sure you want to buy all these things?
Of course I do, Peavy. Somebody has to do it.
Well, all I can say is you're going to have an awful lot of cotton and safety pins around your house.
Yours is?
Bronco was in this morning and bought the same things you're buying.
Peavy, he didn't.
Yes, he did. You know, Mr. Gildersleeve, Bronco is a very capable young man.
Yes.
Anything else I can do for you today?
No, nothing, Peavy. I guess I'll go home. They're not home yet. Yeah, I'm glad of it. They'd just be in the way. An old extra uncle getting underfoot. I wonder where I can go.
Are you on?
Leroy, where are you?
In the cellar.
In the cellar. Gildersleeve, that's where you belong. Down with the rest of the junk.
What you doing, Unc?
Yeah, I'm coming down. Move over, my boy.
What's the matter, Unc?
Yeah, I feel pretty low, Leroy. You and I are just excess baggage around this house, I guess.
Pull up a box and sit down, Unc.
Yeah, you were right, Leroy. Nobody needs us.
It's okay. We got each other.
You try to do your best, work and help. And then when they bring the babies home, you've forgotten.
Yeah.
We just don't matter anymore.
Yeah. Let's run away.
Why run away? Nobody'd miss us.
Somebody pulled in the driveway.
They're home. You wonder who carried the babies in.
Who cares?
Let me help you, Marge.
Well, I'm all right. You carry the baby.
I got this one.
Everybody's got a baby but me.
What you say, Unc?
Nothing.
Where are Leroy and Uncle Mort?
They were here when I left.
Mr. Gildersleeve? Leroy, we're home.
Don't say nothing, Unc.
Did you hear that, Leroy? That was one of the babies.
Yeah. Maybe a pin sticking him.
You wonder what they're doing up there.
They don't need us.
No, I suppose not.
You can put the babies in their beds, Bertie.
Bed?
Holy smoke. I forgot to put the beds together.
Leroy, you forgot to put the beds together.
How do you like that?
That irresponsible kid. I'll get the screwdriver. Grab the pliers. Come on, Leroy. Hello, kiddies. Move over, Bronco. Let me at that bed.
Yeah, let us at it.
I can't seem to get them together.
We got screwdrivers.
You hold that end up, Leroy.
I got it.
The little rascal stopped crying. He's watching his uncle.
That's me.
Well, the other one's watching me. Yeah, aren't you? Little bright eyes.
Unc, the bed.
Oh, yes. You put the other end on, Leroy. Hurry up. Yeah, I'll get the mattresses in.
Land, I've never seen anybody work so fast.
Yeah, this is an emergency, Bertie. And you know me when there's an emergency.
And me, too.
Yes, sir.
I'll make up the beds. Hand me the blankets, Bronco.
Blankets? Blankets.
Well, here they are, Marjorie. By George, I have to do everything around here.
Well, thank you, Unky.
That's a good thing you and Leroy were around, Mr. Gildersleeve. I might never have gotten those beds together.
Well, you can't be expected to do everything, my boy.
Uncle Mort, where were you and Leroy when we came in?
Yeah, where were you, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Oh, we were around.
The beds are ready, Bertie. We can put them in.
The darlings are asleep.
I'll put them in bed, Bertie.
Yeah, let me put them in, Bertie.
Let me do it.
I'll put them in. Come on, honey. You go.
Oh, look at them, Bronco.
You go.
Yeah. 2 of them.
Maybe we better let them sleep.
Yeah. Come on, Marge.
Yeah, we'll be along in a minute, children. Haven't had a chance to look at the little tykes.
So those are babies.
Yes. Your niece and nephew. Yeah, how nicely they went into their little beds.
Yeah. They didn't put up much of a fight, did they?
Yeah, they're good babies.
Wonder what they're dreaming about.
Yeah, they haven't been in this world long enough to dream. But they will.
Unc, what are those beads around their necks?
Well, those beads have letters on them, Leroy. The hospital put those on. They spell out the baby's name.
What are their names?
I don't know.
Let's look.
Beads just say boy and girl.
Gee, they gotta have better names than that.
Yeah, they will, my boy. Marjorie and Bronco haven't been able to decide, I guess. But somebody will think of some fine names for them. You wait and see.
The great Gildersleeve will be back after this important announcement. Well, someone has to name those twins, and that's why Parquet announces a series of big prize contests. By naming the twins, you may win a 1951 Ford Victoria or one of 1,150 other prizes. Yes, 4 big, beautiful Ford Victorias will be won each week for 5 weeks, 20 Fords in all. And every week for 5 weeks, Parquet will also award
10 General Electric portable dishwashers, 20 General Electric triple whip mixers, 100 crisp new $20 bills, and 100 crisp new $10 bills. 1,170 prizes in all.
Here's how you enter. Think of names for these babies. One's a boy, one's a girl. Get an entry blank from your grocer. It will tell you how prize-winning entries are selected, or use plain paper if you prefer. Send your names for the twins, plus your own name and address, to Parquet Margarine, Box 6799, Chicago 77, Illinois. With each entry, enclose the red end flap from a package of Parquet Margarine.
And here's something special. If you'd like to try for a $500 cash bonus in addition to the first prize, include 2 Parquet red end flaps. One end flap entitles your entry to full consideration for a Ford Victoria. 2 red end flaps entitle you to $500 extra if your entry should win one of the weekly first prizes.
Remember the address, Parquet Margarine, Box 6799, Chicago 77, Illinois. First week's contest ends at midnight, March 17th. So hurry! Name the twins. Get your first entry off tomorrow.
This is Gildersleeve again, friends. Mighty nice of you folks to help us out with names for the twins. I hope you think of some good ones, and I know you will. By the way, speaking of the younger generation, this week marks the 39th birthday of the Girl Scouts in America. 39 years of building good citizens. Girl Scouts everywhere, keep up the good work. We're all proud of you.
Hey, Unc.
Oh, what is it, Leroy?
Telegram for you.
For me? Well, I wonder what this is. Let me see now. What does it say? Dear Throckmorton, remember me? Remember the girl who sang to you one rainy afternoon? Remember the girl who sang the song, The Girl in the Woods? I'll be back in Summerfield next week, and maybe you'll hear it again. Affectionately, Katie Lee. Katie Lee. Yeah, she's coming back next week. See you then. Good night, folks.
The Great Gildersleeve is played by Woolen Waterman. The show is written by Paul West, John Elliott, and Andy White, with music by Robert Armbruster. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Lillian Randolph, Dick Crenna, Mary Lee Robb, Earl Ross, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Heaston saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of those famous Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
Next time you raid the icebox or sit down for a between-meal snack, don't forget to add a little Kraft prepared mustard to that cold meat you eat or that sandwich you make. For when you add a little mustard, you add a lot of tang. There are 2 kinds of Kraft mustard: salad mustard with that delicately spiced mild flavor, and Kraft mustard with snappy horseradish added. Have both kinds on hand. Then for extra zest in meat or cheese, just add a little mustard and you'll add a lot of tang. Buy Kraft's prepared mustard.
Hear the Falcon every Sunday over this station. Check your newspaper for time of broadcast and listen next Sunday as the Falcon solves the case of the unsilent butler.
You bet your life it's Groucho Marx. Hear him on NBC.
The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you each week by the Kraft Foods Company. Would you like to win a glamorous new Ford Victoria or one of 1,150 other prizes? Then enter Parquet Margarine's $83,500 Name the Twins contest. Have paper and pencil ready. Full details in our next announcement. Yes, tonight's program and this great contest are brought to you by the makers of Parquet Margarine, the margarine that tastes so good because it's always fresh. Try good-tasting, fresh-tasting Parquet tomorrow. Get Parkay, Parquet Margarine made by Kraft. Now, the great Gildersleeve. Well, our water commissioner is a man who takes his honors and responsibilities seriously. His favorite honor is being president of the Jolly Boys Club, and he doesn't like it one bit when one of the members threatens not to show up at a meeting. That's why he's making an early morning call on Floyd, the barber.
Hello, Floyd.
Oh, hi, Commish. How are the new twins at your house? You got names for them yet?
No, not yet, Floyd. But all our friends are working on it.
That's good. Hop right up in the chair and I'll give you the works.
I didn't come in to have anything done, Floyd.
Okay, but since you're the water commissioner, I thought you'd want the works.
No, not this time. I
thought you might be stepping out tonight.
Floyd, I don't make dates on nights we have Jolly Boys meetings.
Oh, so that's why you dropped in.
Yes. I hear you aren't coming tonight.
Nope, can't make it, Commish. Got to make out my income tax.
Your income tax?
Yep.
On March 14th? That doesn't leave you much time.
Well, I ain't got much income.
Floyd, you can do that today between customers.
So far, I got no customers to do it between.
My goodness. Floyd, don't forget your esprit de corps.
Why, is that a deduction?
No, that's loyalty to the Jolly Boys Club. These meetings are important.
Well, Uncle Sam don't know that. There's two things little Floydie Munson does, Commish. Salute the flag and pay his taxes.
Well, good for you, Floyd.
Yeah.
But if you try, I'll bet you can attend the meeting tonight. Yeah, I'm a busy man, but you don't catch me skipping a Jolly Boys meeting.
Well,
I don't know what I'd do without the Jolly Boys. I'd never let them down. I value the association too much. We'll have a lot of fun tonight, Floyd. Good fellows, getting together, singing a rousing song.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
And then you'll come, Floyd.
Well, I'll total up my tax and then see if I feel like singing.
Good. See you tonight. Gildersleeve, you're a fine president. Bertie, I'm home.
She's out in the kitchen, Unc.
Oh, hello, Leroy.
Hi. You come home for lunch, too?
Well, I might eat while I'm here. I really came home for a letter. Bertie phoned and said I had a special delivery.
Oh, yeah. It's from a woman.
Hey, Leroy, how do you know?
I smelled the envelope. It's loaded with perfume.
Oh? Where is it?
I put it over by the open window.
Yo for it. Yeah, I wonder who'd be sending me perfumed letters.
Oh, hello, Unky.
Hello, Marjorie.
There's a letter for you.
Yeah, I have it right here, my dear.
It's pink.
Yeah, I see.
And loaded with perfume.
Yeah, all right, Leroy. Say, it is.
Who's it from, Unky?
Yeah, who's it from?
Now, Leroy, this letter's addressed to me.
I know. Who's it from?
Well, I don't recognize the handwriting.
Who do you know that writes?
Oh, my goodness. Excuse me, children.
Where are you going, Unky?
Well, if you don't mind, I'm going in my study and read this letter.
Gosh.
What a family. Yeah, I don't blame them, though. I'm curious myself. Backhand writing, modernistic style. You better see who it's from first. Well, Katie Lee, the little showgirl I held the umbrella for that day in the rain. Yeah, I'll never forget when she took me backstage at the Palace Theater and dried my coat and sang The Girl in the Wood just for me. I wonder why she's writing. Dear Throckmorton, remember me? This is to let you know I'll be in Summerfield the night of March 14th. Say, that's tonight. Yeah, I'll arrive at 7:30, and we'll only have a few hours between trains, but I'd love to see you, Katie Lee. She'll love to see me. What a girl. You wait a minute, Gildersleeve. You can't meet that train. You have a Jolly Boys meeting. Well, I can call off the meeting. I'm president. Nah, not after what I told Floyd about loyalty to the club. Gildersleeve, you'll just have to forget her.
Remember for the rest of your life.
I better go back to the barber shop and get the works.
Did I hear you right, Commish? Shave, haircut, shampoo, and massage?
That's right, Floyd.
All for the meeting tonight?
Well, as a matter of fact.
Gee, you do think a lot of us jolly boys, don't you?
Yeah, I think a lot of you. Well, Floyd.
What's the matter, Commish?
Well, you see, that is, I won't be there.
What's this, Mr. President?
Floyd, something has come up.
Yeah, well, what about that line you were giving me this morning about attending meetings?
Well,
I made out my income tax so fast I don't even get a rebate. Paul says I could be a jolly boy tonight.
Well, I'm sorry, Floyd, but this is an unusual situation.
I'm listening.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hiya, Judge. Come on in. I got a welcher in the chair.
Floyd!
Hello, Gildy.
Hello, Judge.
What's this about a welcher, Floyd?
Nothing, Judge. Now, hurry up, Floyd.
Sure, I'll hurry it up. Be the fastest shave, shampoo, massage, and haircut you ever got. Pull your ears in.
You watch it, Floyd.
Well...
Are you getting all that just for the meeting tonight, Gildy? My, what a pretty president we'll have.
Well, Horace...
He ain't coming to the meeting tonight.
You're not, Gildy? Why can't you attend?
Now, Judge, it isn't something I feel I have to explain.
When we can't attend, you ask us to explain?
Well, I'm the president. And the president can do anything he wants to do.
Well, the Congress ain't with you.
Oh, my goodness.
But you reminded all of us of the meeting. Don't you think an explanation is in order, Gildy?
Well, I have to meet a train.
Oh? Why?
Well, I got a letter that a friend's coming to town. You can't let a friend down.
Get him.
Floyd.
Coming around the back.
Floyd, watch those scissors.
Sure.
Floyd, I'm sure if we had a friend coming in on the train, we'd feel obligated to meet him.
Him? Oh, yes.
I'm sure Gildy has the best interests of the Jolly Boys at heart.
Well, that's what he said this morning.
So I suggest we give our president a vote of confidence and wish him a pleasant evening with his friend.
Thank you, Judge. Floyd?
Okay, Commish.
Yeah, thanks, Floyd. Right, George, you Jolly Boys are true blue.
I guess I had you wrong, Commish. But the way you're getting gussied up here, I figured you was throwing us over for a dame.
Lord, you ought to know me better than that.
You dropped something, Floyd.
Huh?
There's a letter under the chair.
I didn't have no letter.
Hey, hand it to me, Judge, please.
Well, a pink envelope.
Judge, hand it over.
And perfumed.
No kidding. So that's the letter you got, huh, Mr. Gildersleeve?
No, Floyd.
Gildy?
But, Judge...
Get out of the chair. You're through.
Floyd, you can't turn me out with half a haircut.
Why not, Gildy? When you meet your girl, you can keep your trim side toward the train.
Yeah, I wonder why they call this club the Jolly Boys.
The great Gildersleeve returns after this important announcement. Here are real prizes for you. 20 brand new 1951 Ford Victorias will be won in Parquet Margarine's $83,500 series of Name the Twins contest. Yes, 4 of these wonderful new Ford models will be awarded every week for 5 weeks. And in addition, each week for 5 weeks, Parquet will award
10 General Electric portable dishwashers, 20 General Electric triple whip mixers, 100 crisp new $20 bills, 100 crisp new $10 bills, 1,170 prizes in all.
Here's how you enter. Think of names for Bronco and Margie's twins. One's a boy, one's a girl, remember. Get an entry blank from your grocer. It will tell you how prize-winning entries are selected, or use plain paper if you prefer. Send your names for the twins, plus your own name and address to Parquet Margarine, Box 6799, Chicago 77, Illinois. With each entry, enclose the red end flap from a package of Parquet Margarine.
And remember, if you'd like to try for a first prize plus a special $500 cash bonus, include 2 Parquet red end flaps. One end flap entitles your entry to full consideration for a Ford Victoria. 2 red end flaps entitle you to $500 extra if your entry wins one of the weekly first prizes.
Remember this address. Parquet Margarine, Box 6799, Chicago 77, Illinois. First week's contest ends midnight this Saturday. So hurry. Name the twins. Get your entry off tomorrow. Well, let's get back to the great Gildersleeve. If you were torn between meeting your cronies at the Jolly Boys Club or meeting a charming woman between trains, what would you do? Well, that's just what the great Gildersleeve did.
Hello? Hello? The depot? Is the 7:30 still on time? Yeah, thank you very much. Keep it that way. Goodbye. Bertie! Oh, Bertie!
Yes, Mr. Gildersleeve?
The train's on time. Miss Lee and I might like some hot cocoa tonight.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you inviting Miss Lee over here, Unky?
Well, Marjorie, she won't want to sit around the depot after being on a train so long.
You won't want to sit around the depot either, will you, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Well, you know how it is, Bronco.
Yeah, I know how it is, don't I, Marge, honey?
Oh, Bronco.
Shouldn't you kids be getting ready for the movie? You want to be out of the house by 7:30. Yeah, I mean at the movie.
I don't know, Mr. Gildersleeve.
What's this, Bronco?
Maybe we shouldn't go out tonight.
Bronco!
What do you think, Marge?
Well, now that we have the twins, maybe we should stay home and save our money.
Marjorie, you can't stay home. And don't let saving money bother you. Here's $2. Here's $5.
Oh, no, Mr. Gildersleeve. No, we can't let you pay our way. Besides, I don't want to spend an evening away from my son and daughter.
But Bertie wants to take care of them. And you two haven't been out. This is the night to go out, believe me.
Well, I think we'll stay home.
Oh, my goodness. Look at it this way. You still haven't named the twins. You may get some suggestions from the movie. Why don't you go see Born Yesterday?
Well, that's an idea, Marge. Let's go.
All right, darling.
That was tough.
Hey, who's going where?
Leroy, you're going to the movies with Margot and Bronchi.
I am?
Get your coat, Leroy.
Sure, but what's going on?
We're taking you to the movies.
Keen, but what's going on?
Leroy, you're going to the movies. Now get going.
Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I like it.
I'd better get started, too. Bronco, get my coat. I've got to be at the train by 7:30.
Somebody call Bertie?
No, Bertie. Pandemonium. Hello, Peavy.
Well, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you tonight?
Well, I'm in a hurry, Peavy. I'm on my way to the train.
Leaving town?
No, Peavy.
I thought you might be leaving town after what Floyd and the judge had to say about you.
Yeah, Peavy, I'm sorry I can't be at the meeting tonight.
Mr. Gildersleeve, it doesn't make any difference to me if you're not there.
It doesn't?
If you're not at the Jolly Boys meeting, I'll get to sing lead. There is a tavern in the town.
Yeah, all right, Peavy. Yeah, I'm in a hurry. I want to buy something.
Oh, well, I'll shut up then.
Peavy, I want some perfume for a young lady.
You don't say.
Yeah. Take a sniff of this letter.
Smells like it came from the city.
It did, Peavy. Yeah, I'd like to present her with a bottle of this when she gets off the train.
And I wouldn't let her open it too close to the engine, Mr. Gildersleeve. She might blow up the depot.
Yeah, how about it, Pete? How much is an ounce?
I don't know. I don't have any.
Yofer. You'll have to give her something, Peavy.
Well, we have the chocolate-covered cherries and bonbons.
Well, give me the biggest box of bonbons you have, Peavy, and charge it.
Very well.
Say, $7.25. I have to be going.
Well, don't forget your letter.
Yo, thanks.
Hey, just a minute. Mr. Gildersleeve, I think I'll get my hat and go with you.
You will not. Gildersleeve, when she gets off the train, be cool and collected. Let her look around for you for a little while. Then just casually saunter up and say, "Good evening, Miss Lee. How nice to see you again." Say, there she is. There she is. Katie! Katie, over here! Yeah, I'm coming. Pardon me, madam. Here, miss. Oop, he's coming through. I have to help the lady with the guitar. Well, here we are, Katie. You're welcome to my little home.
Oh, isn't this attractive?
Well, nothing elaborate. But a city official doesn't dare live too high if he wants to remain a city official. Here, let me take your coat and your guitar.
Oh, I could have left this in the car.
Oh, no. I'm hoping you'll sing for me. Again. Maybe.
Maybe.
Good. Let's sit over here on the couch by the fire.
What a lovely fire.
She's so graceful. Sits like a swan.
Sit here beside me.
Oh, yes. You.
It's nice of you to look after me between trains, Throckmorton.
Oh, it's no chore, believe me. I've been looking forward to this. Being with you, here by the fire. Just we two.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Gildersleeve.
Oop. Yes, Bertie.
You ready for the cocoa yet?
Not just yet, Bertie, thank you.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Bertie, this is Miss Lee. You've heard me speak of her.
I'll say.
Oh, my goodness.
How do you do, Bertie?
I'm fine, thank you. My, you pretty.
Thank you.
Did you have a nice train trip, Miss Lee?
Well...
Here, Bertie, no cocoa now, thank you.
Yes, sir. And you on the stage, ain't that something?
Well, it isn't always as nice as this, Bertie.
No, ma'am. Have you been on the stage long?
Oh, brother. Bertie, perhaps you had better start the cocoa.
Yes, sir. When you want cocoa, just have Miss Lee strum the guitar, something like tea for two.
All right, Bertie.
Of course, it won't be tea. It'll be cocoa.
I like Bertie.
Yeah, Bertie's wonderful. Say, why don't you sing something for me, Katie?
Do you really want me to?
Do I? Here's your guitar.
All right. And here's a little love song called I Know My Love.
Great.
Oh, I know my love by his way of walking, and I know my love by his way of talking, and I know my love by his eyes of blue.
Hey, Brown.
But if my love leaves me, what will I do? And yet he cries, I love you the best, but a troubled mind sure can know no rest. And yet he cries, bonny girls are few, but if my love leaves me, what will I do?
I never leave. This is too wonderful. Katie, you'll never know how many times I thought about that rainy day we met.
You were very kind.
Yeah, and you invited me backstage and sang to me in the empty theater.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
And you sang The Girl in the Wood. Katie,
Yes?
will you sing it for me? Now?
All right. Close your eyes.
Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Yep. Who's at the door?
I'll get it.
Evening, Bertie.
Hello, Bertie. Hi, Bertie.
Oh, for the Jolly Boys.
The Jolly Boys?
Yeah, friends of mine. Or they used to be.
Oh, Gildy, we didn't know you'd be home.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Hi, Commish. We thought we'd come over and use the piano. The one at the club's out of tune.
It's always been out of tune, Floyd. This isn't very considerate, fellows.
Pardon me, but I don't think we've met the young lady.
Yeah, well, Miss Lee, I have to... Yeah, I mean, may I present Judge Hooker?
Miss Lee?
Mr. Peavy.
Happy to make your acquaintance.
And Mr. Munson.
Hi. We met when she come in the barber shop one day, soaking wet.
Oh, yes, I remember. Well, it's nice to meet all of you.
Well, perhaps we should be going.
Fine. Goodbye, fellas. See you later.
Oh, no, don't rush away, please.
Yes, but...
Come on, sit down.
Me too?
All of you. Mr. Munson, right over here by the fire.
Well, I was going to go home.
Oh, no, Judge Hooker, over here.
Thank you.
All in a circle. 4 nice-looking men.
She wasn't looking at you.
She wasn't looking at you either.
Quiet, fellows.
I was about to sing a song for Throckmorton about a boy who met a girl in the woods.
Oh.
Shh, you old goat.
Oh, when I was a young boy and drove my mother wild, I met a maiden in the wood, and she said, "Child, look deep into my green eyes and at my autumn hair. When you're a man, you'll never see a girl quite so fair. Remember me, remember me, remember for the rest of your life. I've wished 100 times that she'd never looked at me with the first wild beauty that only youth can see, for a man cannot find it when he's looking for a wife, and he'll end up in bachelorhood the rest of his life. Remember me, remember me, remember for the rest of your life. I swore as she vanished that when I was full grown, I'd have a girl just like her to be my very own. But now I am a man and I'd marry if I could. But I can't lose the memory of the girl in the wood. Remember me, remember me, remember for the rest of your life.
Beautiful.
Oh, there's my taxi.
Your taxi?
I arranged for one before we left the station.
Yeah, but Katie.
I have to catch my train. Goodbye, boys.
Katie, wait a minute.
No, thanks for everything. Goodbye, Throckmorton.
But... Goodbye.
Oh, what an exciting girl.
Where'd she come from, Commish?
I don't know. All I know is she's gone again. And I'd like to go with her.
Now, Gilda, let it be just as she said. An evening we'll always remember.
I won't forget it.
After all, in the end, we'll all be happier here at home with our memories.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Neither would I.
The Great Gildersleeve will be right back. Remember, entries in this week's Name the Twins contest must be postmarked before midnight this Saturday. Just think, you may win a thrilling Ford Victoria. With your names for the twins, enclose your own name and address and the red end flap from a package of Parquet, or 2 red end flaps if you want to try for that extra $500 bonus as well as a Ford. Send your entries to Parquet Margarine, Box 6799, Chicago 77, Illinois.
We're home, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Oh, hello.
How was the evening, Unky?
Oh, fine.
What's the matter, Mr. Gildersleeve? Are you thinking about something?
Me? No, nothing.
We haven't thought of names for the twins yet. Have you, Unky?
I wonder if we could call them Katie and Lee.
Oh, poor Uncle Mort. Don't be sad. She'll come back.
Yeah, I hope so. Good night, folks.
The Great Gildersleeve is played by Willard Waterman. The show is written by Paul West, John Elliott, and Andy White, with music by Robert Armbruster. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Mary Lee Robb, Lillian Randolph, Dick Crenna, Arthur Q. Bryan, Earl Ross, Katie Lee, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Heaston saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of those famous Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
What's your favorite sandwich? Hot beef or pork, cold cuts, bologna, liver sausage, cheese? Well, whatever it is, remember this. If you add a little mustard, you'll add a lot of tang. Yes, a little mustard makes every bite taste better, particularly if it's Kraft's prepared mustard. There are 2 kinds of Kraft mustard, you know. Kraft salad mustard, mild and delicately spiced, and Kraft mustard with snappy horseradish added. Have both on hand for different tastes, different uses. And remember, when you add a little mustard, you add a lot of tang. Get Kraft's prepared mustard.
Don't miss The Falcon every Sunday over this station. Check your newspaper for time of broadcast and listen next Sunday as The Falcon solves the case of the witty widow.
Laugh with the one, the only Groucho. He's on NBC.